Everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for today's webinar on Traxon EQ's newly launched MediaTube Go. My name is Erin Zabelski. I am the Marketing Manager for Traxon North America, and I will be the moderator for today's session. Presenting will be our very own Cy Eaton, Global Solutions Manager, and Anthony Zamparelli, Product Marketing Manager. And with that, I will turn it over to Cy and Anthony.
Thank you, Erin, and thank you all for joining us for today's Get2Know product launch for MediaTube Go. Now, you may be thinking, if you've been logging in regularly to our product launch webinars, this seems very familiar. Didn't we launch a new MediaTube product less than 6 months ago? And no, you are recalling correctly. MediaTube Go is rounding out our expansion of MediaTube product, building on our flagship MediaTube HO and the Allegro MediaTube Lite that we launched not that long ago. And now adding MediaTube Go. MediaTube Go becomes the good and the good, better, best lineup of these solutions. And as we go through and detail what this product is and how it fits into the overall family, I hope you'll see how this is an exciting, what we'll call an entry-level MediaTube solution for the product family, a way of bringing this type of dynamic lighting solution to whole new markets that just wouldn't have considered a MediaTube type product as an appropriate fit to their applications in the past. Now, what are those applications? Well, frankly, it's the same application set that we've discussed for previous parts of the MediaTube family, HO and MediaTube Lite. Of course, these low and mid-resolution media screens by arranging these lines of light in 2- and 3-dimensional forms. We really can create a dynamic sculptural space, and run media content, video content through our system. Architectural contouring, capturing the key architectural lines and elements and accenting them, celebrating them with light, and, well, accentuating accents, really using this direct view media product in concert with some wash product to create a 2-layered, visually exciting solution. This Yankee Doodle parking garage is a great example of that, where if we had just done washers, you would just have this static glow of light. If we had just done vertical elements on every single vertical architectural element, it would have been overkill. If we had done it just on these verticals that we that we are highlighting here, maybe would have been not quite enough visual presence for the space. So the collaborative concert of the direct view elements and the washers create a complete layered space. So, and then another great example, really all of our direct view linear products are kind of an homage to the bare fluorescent strip industrial look. Now, this is a historical crane installation, and those aren't bare fluorescent strips. This is another tube product of ours, the Tube Mono, that was a feature product in our lineup 10 years ago, but was more of a individually controlled, a 0 to 10 volt controlled kind of solution. So to do a media lighting installation like this one was feasible, but it was technically challenging from an installation and programming standpoint. So we're really trying to expand the capabilities of dynamic products. Now, when we talk about the resolutions and the pixel pitches, we're going to talk about pixel pitch a fair amount in our webinar today. Going back to one of my favorite product installation examples, the Stade Lille and Grand Stade Lille in France, where we have on the right a high resolution LED video screen, and on the left, or really over the overall facade, we have a MediaTube media lighting screen. And in the past, we've talked about a mid-resolution versus a high resolution. And really, maybe we're shifting towards talking about soft resolution of media lighting versus the hard resolution of a video screen. The hard resolution and the rather high intensity of a video screen really doesn't just draw a occupant's attention, it forces the attention, it demands attention. And that is sometimes important in a media context. But often with media lighting, we're trying to create ambiance and space, but it doesn't want to be the key focus of the occupant's experience. So having a soft resolution, lower intensity, dynamic screen for those sorts of applications is quite advantageous. So shifting towards this soft resolution concept as part of the environmentalness of an application and installation. So with that preamble, I'm going to hand you over to Anthony to take you through some of the specific details and features of MediaTube Go. Take it away, Anthony.
Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. So the MediaTube Go family consists of both clear and diffused view options, both having a rounded lens. It is 24 volts DC with DMX control, and it is available in RGBW as well as dynamic white, with RGBW having a standard 6500K white and a dynamic white ranging between 2200 and 6500 Kelvin. It is available in 3 lengths and 2 pitches based on the model selection, which we'll go over in just a minute. And it does carry our standard 5-year warranty and was designed to withstand high vibrations, harsh environments, and severe impacts, making MediaTube Go suitable for bridges, overpasses, and coastal environments. Mounting of the MediaTube Go is simple and familiar for those that are familiar with our other MediaTube offerings, utilizing a very familiar and similar bracket for a simple attachment. The MediaTube Go, of course, has our standard cable options, including starter cables and interconnection cables, as well as Y cables and terminating end caps to complete the system. And this system does come together very easily and, again, should be very familiar to those that recognize the MediaTube HO and are becoming familiar with our Allegro MediaTube Lite. So providing power to either our starter cable or our RJ45 starter cable, you could feed power and data directly into the chain with a line up to 20 feet max per power supply. And with the power injector cable, you could extend that data run by feeding in additional power to that run. Additionally, please note that this product is manually addressed utilizing Traxon's new TX Smart Addressing tool. A valuable feature of the MediaTube Go is the integral cable whip, which can extend out of the fixture from each end up to a nominal 3 inches per end, allowing for simple connections between fixtures, as well as to allow slight curves or corners without requiring interconnection cables between fixtures. Additionally, a first for the MediaTube family is other finish options for the units. MediaTube Go is available in gray, which we consider standard, but is also available in black or white with a single unit MOQ, or can be ordered with custom colors based on project needs to be able to match your building and facades. Now, as mentioned previously, MediaTube Go does vary slightly in that the RGBW unit is a 5-inch pixel pitch with a minimum length of 15 inches, while the dynamic white is available in a 4-inch pixel pitch with a minimum length of 12 inches long.
And the operative word in all these units is nominal. That the 15, 48, 49 inch, you'll notice 90, 48 inch, 49 inch, not divisible by 5. So it's a 5-inch-ish pixel pitch, or a 4-inch-ish pixel pitch for both of these. So please keep that in mind when you're engineering your system. But this does give you some nice flexibility, and that 8-foot nominal run length can be a nice advantage for ease of installation.
And with that, Si, I'll hand that off back to you.
Thank you, Anthony. So now that we've talked a bit specifically about Media2 Go, wanted to really take a moment to talk about the whole family so we can compare and contrast Go, Lite, and HO. So easiest place to start is in dimensions. And looking at this in profile, you can see they're all nominally the same. They're all nominally 1 inch wide, nominally 2.5 inches tall, with the exception of the Media2 HO diffuse, which is a little bit taller. The one key difference you're going to notice is that both clear and diffuse Go have a curved lens. So you have a single profile, whether you're going with clear or diffuse, and otherwise there's that bracketry, as Anthony mentioned, similar mounting style, although it's a slightly different bracket for Go, whereas Lite and HO share the same bracketry style. Now, moving away from vector line drawings, here's the full family in the flesh. You can see the clear views on the left and the diffuse views on the right. You might notice, looking at the clear view for the Media2 Go, again, it has that curved lens instead of the flat, and also it has a clear-ish lens. It has a slight milkiness to it if you see this in person, but we have some images of this lit up. You'll see you do get nice bright pixelization, that intended sparkle. You get the same efficiencies as the clear, rather similar output. The diffuse lensing for Go is not quite as efficient as our other diffuse lensing. So again, going back to that soft resolution, lower intensity, this can be an ideal solution for projects where this is meant to be a secondary or tertiary media feature rather than a key point of focus. And then I would say the most obvious difference of the Media2 Go fixtures is this is our first departure for the Media2 family away from the anodized aluminum finish. So we are going with powder coat finishes for the Media2 Go family. As Anthony mentioned, gray as standard, black and white also available, and additional custom RAL colors available as well. So Media2, HO, Lite, and Go, if you look at this in terms of the pixel pitches, you have in a 4-foot stick, you have 48 pixels on the Media2 HO versus 12 pixels in the Allegro Media2 Lite versus only 10 pixels in the Media2 Go. This is one of the ways we're hitting that entry-level concept, is just simplifying the feature set in various ways. We'll look at some of the other feature variances in a moment. Now you might be thinking 12 pixels versus 10 pixels. That's not a big leap. Here's the whole family again side by side, so you can see now there's that the clear view as mentioned on the left, and as promised, you have a nice pixel visibility, nice sparkle, even with the Go, even with that clear-ish lens. And yes, the HO 1-inch pitch versus the Lite 4-inch pitch, there's a clear difference there, but then you do see a rather big leap going 4 to 5 inches. It's a notable difference. So to wrap up some of the feature sets and talk about where we would use each of these. Soft resolution with the Go, medium resolution with the Lite, and more of a sharp, getting towards sharp resolution with the Media2 HO. Media2, all of these options can be controlled via DMX. Allegro Media2 Lite has an optional ePix control, and Media2 HO has ePix available standard. Lite and HO also do have auto addressing, whereas MediaTube Go does not have that added feature, and the fixtures do need to be manually addressed with a separate addressing tool. So you get a little bit of installation efficiency with the potential longer 8-foot runs, but the addressing can be a factor of consideration. You also can only do 20 feet continuous runs per power data feed with the MediaTube Go, whereas Allegro MediaTube Lite has been engineered to be approbated with higher power supplies, so we can do up to 63 feet per continuous run, and then MediaTube HO is a little bit restrained by its run length due to its high high resolution. So we can go up to 39 feet per run with that. So roughly 20, 60, 40 across the family there. All of these are robust, backed by our Traxon 5-year warranty, and capable of operating a wide range of temperatures. Allegro MediaTube Lite happens to be our best performer in their lowest temperatures when we're installing in the likes of Canada. I'm looking at you, optics. And for all of our applications in the desert Southwest and in the Middle East, we've got Go and HO function up to 131 degrees Fahrenheit or about 50 degrees C, which is roasting. As we go through these, the compare and contrast, I think you're seeing the incremental improvements in the feature set, in the value offered. As I said, MediaTube Go is meant to be this entry-level product while still having a robust, rigid, easy to install stick rather than say a tape-like solution. I would say we've also rolled out our Media Pixel Ribbon products recently, and that's sort of depending on whether you want rigidity and quick plug and play versus having a lot of flexibility and very tight curved architectural integration. Those are your two paths to kind of entry level linear media lighting installation solutions. And I think you'll see a lot of opportunities in, say, signage and design build type applications with MediaTube Go, where there might have been a more standard tape light or strip light kind of backlight or edge light application, but this is an opportunity for rather modest budget increase to add true dynamicism to a project. So all those things I'm saying, yeah, this is like our contractor grade solution for the MediaTube family, whereas Allegro MediaTube Lite is our specification grade product, and we'll call MediaTube HO our integrator grade project when you really have a very sophisticated media lighting team with all the programming chops and really going for a high-end premium feature installation. And that's the part of why we're offering this range of solutions. Is this is all about the scaled to fit philosophy of the Traxon system solutions, where we have a range of control hardware solutions and fixture solutions, both in terms of the scale, the physical scale of the fixtures themselves, and the value and feature sets of each of those fixtures, so that we can truly tailor fit the correct solution for all of your dynamic media lighting solutions. And we look forward to collaborating with you on all of those solutions. And as your global solutions manager, I do always like to take this moment to plug that we are not just a North American organization. We are a truly active and engaged global organization with local people available to support you both here in North America through the design process. But if you have a project going overseas, we have local team members on the Traxon team that are there to support your project all the way through to successful completion. So we look forward to working with you both on future domestic projects and international projects as well.
And of course, all of the standard documentation will be available on the website. So please just look to the website for the information that you're looking for, spec sheets, photometric files, and so on. And Revit files will be coming soon.
And there is MediaTube Go. We look forward to answering any questions that you might have now that we've run through all the features, reviewed MediaTube as an overall family, and gone the deep dive into MediaTube Go itself. So what do you all wonder about today?
Let's see. The first question that we have is, when will MediaTube Go be available?
So yes, exactly. Thank you, Sai.
Great. Is this product coastal rated?
It is suitable for the coastal environment installations. Of course, that means not being in direct contact with water, but it is able to be installed in coastal environments, near the salt water.
Okay. And going off of that, what is the IP rating?
It is IP67.
Great. How many feet are daisy chainable on a single PSU?
A single daisy chain for power is 20 feet.
Okay.
And we do have, I'll add, we do have a a power injector, because we can run more than 20 feet on a single universe of DMX control. So once you get to the end of that 20-foot run, you don't have to go to a new universe of DMX control. You can inject more power into the chain and take it another 20 feet.
Okay. Will there be omni-bendable solution in this skinny form factor?
No, this is a rigid housing, so this will not be bendability will not be a feature of this product line. If you have need for a flexible installation, we would refer you to Media Pixel Ribbon and ProPoint Contour Ribbon for those applications that truly need a flexible radius and a dynamic product.
Okay. Can custom links be factory ordered?
If you have any specific needs, again, be reminded that we do have our longest fixture length at about 95 inches, but work with us if there's any specific project needs, and we can try to accommodate based on requirements.
Okay. I'm sure I know how you'll answer this question, but how do these compare in price?
Yeah, we always try to be a little vague on price, but I think we can say, starting with the HO, if you're most familiar with our MediaTube HO, you're taking about a 1/4 to 1/3 step down as you go down the line to light and then to Go. So you'll be Go will be typically come in as a system price around half or a little less than half of what HO would be, and light landing somewhere in the middle.
Okay. I guess kind of going off of that is, how do we remember the difference between good, better, and best? Will this be on the website to reference?
As we are.
Go ahead, Anthony.
We are working on documentation to help simplify this process. Of course, going to the standard documentation specification sheets that will be available to you, but we are working on additional documentation to be able to more simply put that in front of you.
Okay. Can you elaborate more on the Traxon Smart Addressing tool?
Yes, so the Traxon Smart Addressing tool is a device that will be officially launched quite soon in order to be able to address several of the Traxon luminaires, such as Media Pixel Ribbon, and arc-shaped dot. This device not only is for dressing, but also for RDM capabilities and testing capabilities. So there will be more documentation and information shared in the coming months as we just finalize the launch of this product.
Okay, and tying into that, is it a single fixture addressing tool, or can you address multiple fixtures in a data run?
You could address multiple fixtures.
Great. Are your products compatible with third-party controls?
Yes, this is a DMX native product, so controllable native with any DMX controller. Of course, we do recommend a controller that's well suited for media lighting control dynamic systems versus just static channel, like group block up and down intensities. In addition, we do have a range of control and converter solutions. So if you have another protocol on your project for dynamic media lighting, such as streaming ACN or ArcNet, we do have solutions to bridge that those languages to this product. So basically, any open standard solution that you might have on a project, we can work with you on a solution with this fixture.
Okay. Are 347 volt power supplies available for our Canadian friends?
Hi, optics. Anthony, do we have a 347 for this one?
We do not know. As of right now, none of our products operate on this voltage. So this product is at 24 volt only.
Or 120 to 277
Yes,
line voltage input.
Correct, yes.
Okay. That is the end of the questions that I have at the moment. I will, give it just another minute. I know sometimes there can be a little bit of a lag, just to see if any additional questions come in.
And as we wait for those questions, I'll just say we are excited to hear how, what sorts of projects you find that will be a great match for Media2 Go. We're always excited when we add new products and capabilities to our line, and we think it's really exciting to create a more differentiated Media2 portfolio. So again, you can find and tailor fit the exact solution that is appropriate for each of your projects. So excited to see where you will use Media2 Go.
And I think, Sai, that's a great segue to closing out the meeting. There have been no additional questions. So, of course, if you have any that come up as you're perusing our website, looking through the documentation, feel free to reach out. We're happy to try and answer anything that we can. And as stated at the beginning, keep an eye out for the recording of this to be published on our social channels in the near future. And with that, we wish you a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and we will speak with you soon. Thanks so much, everybody.